What's going on, guys? It's Jake back again, rocking the beanie. In this video, we're going to be talking about 3 new upcoming Speedstorm bays. So let's just get right into it. Before we start the news though, if we could hit 800 likes on this video, of course, that would be awesome. Hit subscribe to join the Nook Nation. We just passed 270,000 subs. And go and drop me a follow on Twitch. We are 30 followers away from 1,000 over there. So go drop me a follow. But now let's talk about this Speedstorm news. So just a few hours ago, we got pictures for 3 upcoming Speedstorm bays. And they are the Speedstorm versions of Longinus, Diabolos, and Fafnir. And the first one we're going to talk about is Mirage Fafnir F5. The pictures are all kind of low quality, which kind of sucks, and they are mostly kind of 3D renders, but we can kind of get a good idea of what the bays are going to look like, and especially the parts. So for Fafnir, it does look pretty good. The Fafnir chip looks pretty nice, and it has kind of the blue core in the middle. The Mirage ring looks pretty good as well, although I kind of doubt it's going to have any rubber on it, which is going to be kind of disappointing. Maybe we'll get surprised. Maybe we'll have rubber, and that'll be kind of a surprise for this release. But, I mean, the last Fafnir and the one before that Hasbro released did not have rubber, so I really have no idea. Now we can move on to the disc and chassis kind of fusion, and this one is also kind of weird. It does not come with 2S. It's just a green recolor of 1A. I really have no idea why we'd be getting 1A over 2S. That just doesn't make any sense to me. Maybe we'll be getting 2S in like another set or like some other booster or something, so they can try and get you to buy both. But really, 1A, kind of disappointing. I was really wanting to see their version of 2S because I think 2S is pretty good. And then finally, we have the performance tip, which is most likely just going to be nothing. And it doesn't really look any different. Maybe it looks a little bit taller than a normal nothing, but that might just be the picture. I also don't see any metal on this performance tip as well, which is kind of odd because if you don't know, some of these Speedstorm performance tips actually have metal on them. This one, I don't see it there. Overall though, the bay does look pretty good, although not getting 2S, kind of weird. Next up, we have Demise Devolos D6, and I think this bay looks pretty good as well. I never actually got the Takara Tomy version of this. I just didn't really think it was worth it, in my opinion, but I'll definitely be picking this one up. The Devolos chip looks really nice, and I kind of hope, even though it's not going to happen, I kind of hope the middle chip is metal, just like the Takara Tomy version is. Demise actually looks pretty good as well, so I don't really have any complaints. I like the color scheme, and it kind of looks better than the Takara Tomy version, at least in this picture, in my opinion. And then the disc and performance tip look pretty cool as well. Really not that much to talk about or complain about for this one, mainly because I don't have the Takara Tomy version to kind of compare it to, and also Diabolos, in my opinion, for sparking wasn't anything super crazy. But also, something else that we don't see is we don't see Abyss Diabolos, which was a release for sparking. So I wonder if we'll get that in like a set or a double pack at some point. And now, guys, we can move on to the more exciting bay, and that is Raid Luinor L6. First thing that I can notice is that the chip does look really, really good. And that's kind of something that I'm noticing for all of these Speedstorm releases, is that for the most part, the chips and the details in general look pretty good. The Raid ring also looks really good as well, although it does seem like some of the points are a little bit nerfed, and maybe the design is changed up a tiny bit for maybe burst resistance or even just durability, but it does look a little bit different compared to the original version. Next up, we have the disc, which is supposed to be 3A. Now, this one is definitely way different from the original Takara Tomy version. Takara Tomy version was pretty heavy, had a decent bit of metal and plastic as well, but this one looks definitely kind of cut down, and really it looks more similar to the Drake disc than it does to 3A. I mean, at first glance, I honestly thought it was the Drake disc, but the design looks a little bit different, so I think it's kind of like a weird mixture between 3A and Drake, and overall, it's just going to be smaller in general. I don't really know how to feel about this because, in my opinion, Rage Longinus was really strong with 3A. The ring part wasn't anything super crazy, but whenever you paired the full bay together, it was kind of nuts. I mean, even the stock bay, the stock Rage Longinus, is probably one of the best burst bays you can get. And the final part here is going to be Destroy, which is the performance tip. Now, this is the Speedstorm version of it, and it looks to have metal as well. It has like this silver kind of band around it, and once again, I like how they're adding metal to drivers. It's kind of unique. I don't really see why they're choosing to do that, but it is something that makes it different compared to the Takara Tomy version, and I like it. It adds more weight. And that pretty much wraps it up for the Speedstorm news, but we do have one more little minor thing to talk about, and that is about the Pro Series. So we do know there are more upcoming Pro Series bays, for example, Judgment Joker and Perfect Phoenix. Well, it does look like there is a listing for one more, and that is FOR RAID LUINOR, which is FOR Longinus. That one I am super hyped for because there was a decent bit of metal on FOR, and I think FOR was one of my favorite bays in GT anyways, so I am pretty psyched to get those, although I don't really know when it's going to release. Probably sometime in the next few months. But that is going to wrap up this video, guys. I'm kind of stuffed up. Allergy season is hitting me pretty hard. But if you like this video, hit that like button. Once again, we are trying to hit 800 likes, and hit subscribe to join the Nook Nation. Also, don't forget to go and follow me on Twitch. We're like 30 followers away from 1,000 over there, so go and drop me a follow. I'd appreciate it. Link in the description down below. But thank you guys for watching. Have fun and bay away.